Well, good evening and welcome, everybody. It's the Silly Shills Show coming at you live on a Friday. And holy is my bag of stupid full today, everybody. We've got a scientist who's going to step up and tell us that rockets can't work in outer space. We got somebody talking about the chem truth. We've got the greater reset. I guess it's getting elevated. And we've got somebody's thoughts on what's going on / flat earth and blah, blah, blah. We even got some of that fucking CC Chris in the mix for you tonight. So let's turn it right over to DeadKennedyInSpace. He'll take us around the room and see who the fuck showed up.
Oh, yeah. CC had a very funny encounter recently. I can't wait to get to that. Hello, Space Cowboys. I hope everyone's doing well. It's an interesting day. You know, there's a lot going on. And we've got all kinds of stupid coming at you with a rather small panel. But, you know, we do what we can.
Yeah.
So to go around that rather small panel, Mr. Dawson, how are you today, sir?
Oh, very good. Very good. Life has been great today so far. It hasn't kicked me in the nuts once. It tried a couple of times, but I saw it coming. No, but seriously, things are good. Life is fun. I did get down a bit of a rabbit hole searching for a few of the videos that we've got lined up, and holy God, did I find some new morons. But, you know, I guess we'll get to that soon. So, yeah, things are good. Things are very good.
Excellent, excellent. Steamy Cup of Reason, how are you today?
I'm doing good, thank you. A little bit early, but hey, what the hell? After that video list, though, I am afraid. Very, very afraid. But other than that, everything seems to be on schedule. So, you know, Mega Mirror's on schedule. And friggin' POP will be up tomorrow. So, yeah, things are good.
Excellent, excellent. And I have a feeling you should, your fear is well placed. Aimee, keeping us all in line and keeping an eye on the chat. How are you today?
I am doing great. Thank you. I'm really looking forward to tonight. We've got some real stupid coming up, so this should be fun. And I want to say thank you to everyone in the chat for coming tonight. I think this is going to be a lot of fun and probably a lot of cringe too. So let's look forward to that.
Fake news.
That's right.
Cool.
Always the fake news. The fake news keeps us employed. Thank you very much.
That's right.
And that's it. That's the panel. So what do we got?
Yeah.
What do you think, Dick? What do you think we should start with?
Well, I'm just going into studio mode here so I can screw around in the background and find out. If I remember correctly, I think we had to do how to deal with madness on our flat Earth, don't we, Kevin?
I think that's an excellent place to start.
Yeah.
Although it's really only interesting partway through.
Yeah. I'm going to get to that too. So, yeah, I've got about a 20-second buffer before it gets to be where we want. So I think I'm set perfectly here.
Okay.
All right. So, yeah, you'll know who this is. Here we go.
Sorry.
There's no stop sign there. It's
Oh,
you
jeez.
understand that? That's how you get into an accident. It's healed.
Yeah.
Don't follow through. You don't make a full stop.
You're going to tell me how to
Yeah,
drive
you
right
fucking
now?
asshole. Learn how to drive. You dumb fuck.
I will. Oh,
So good.
So much for the buffer. I don't know what OBS did.
This is the madness that we have to deal with here. That's what it is. Let's follow this guy and
Unbelievable.
get schooled on how to drive. Yeah.
Jesus.
That's how I
What a
almost hit
moron.
back. Because you yield. You're supposed to go through, asshole. Huh? You don't think so?
Look at that
Stop sign is
fucking
STOP.
condescending
You
face,
must be
eh?
a liberal and like fucking Joe Biden, like an asshole.
I'm not a politician.
Yeah, I'm not a politician, but you drive like one. A fucking schmuck.
You got a lot in your mind, don't you?
What?
You got a lot in your mind. A lot of
I
inner.
like when I almost smashed in the back of you, standing there looking around, no traffic coming, like a fucking schmuck. Like this guy's gonna bang in the back of you, like a fucking asshole.
What do we talk?
You fucking should talk. I'll talk right now. Come on, talk.
Oh my!
All right, boss.
Oh man.
I know there's a little more. He eventually comes to CC's driver's side window and like pretty much spits in his face. But that little bit I absolutely love because it's the first time in my life I've watched like a Karen type incident with a flat earther where I agreed with the flat earther. Because here's the thing. CC stopped at a yield sign, something you can legally do and sometimes have to do. And the guy almost hit him from behind. When you almost hit somebody, 100% of the time, it is your fault because you were either following too close or you weren't paying attention.
True enough.
Exactly.
Can't argue that point.
So I
that's
found
the
it funny. I found it funny that I was sitting here going, yeah, CC, you're right.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it myself when I saw this at first. I was like, are you kidding me? I have to agree with this fucking schmuck?
But the funny thing is with CC, every time somebody calls him a schmuck in public or on camera, the dumb fuck uploads it.
Yeah, even his wife.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sitting here
Yeah.
thinking, oh, well. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. No, I was just going to say this is the second time, isn't it? His wife called him an
Yeah.
idiot because of the flat Earth. His
Yeah.
wife called.
Yeah. People are showing up. People are showing up for the dumb fuck that I am. I'm going to upload this shit.
Oh, man. Should we play any more of this? Del, I'm not asking you. Fuck. Where did you get that rabbit reason? What? It's the mouthiest little
I don't
thing
know.
I've ever seen.
I know he was fucking hanging around my fucking apartment and he must have heard a few streams and figured, oh, this will be fun. He started yapping.
Yeah, you can't seem to. Oh, I don't know. He seems to like Chris, though, doesn't he?
Useless.
Yeah.
Moron.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
he loves them all.
Yeah, dissension in the ranks, maybe there. Okay. Well, should we even bother with more of this, or should we go to something that's actually like, you know, what we do?
I'm
I
good
do
either
like-
way, but
I do like the
Go
part
ahead.
where he gets to the driver's side window.
Yeah. Okay, let's go. Let's let it run then. Yeah.
yeah, that's the funny part.
Talk. Don't spray. Don't spray.
I almost banged in
shit
the
on
back of
me.
you because you sit there like a fucking jerk off. Yeah, there you go, asshole.
What? Don't spray it. Don't spray.
That's great.
Look at his face.
Oh, this guy is such a condescending, arrogant fucking dick.
Oh, awful.
CC in that clip does look like somebody who's trying to hide the fact that he was a little bit concerned that may not go so well, in my personal view. You know, there was a little fear there, I think.
I was waiting for him to tell the guy to put on a mask because he's spraying. Fucking hypocrite.
I did kind of think that was coming with the spraying comment, but wow, that guy is like the definition of like, I'm an angry New Yorker.
Yeah.
You don't
Sounds like he's
stop
related to
thinking
Andrew
of
Dice
time.
Clay, you know?
Yeah. I was halfway disappointed. I didn't see the fist come through the window.
Oh, man. Well, shall we move on then?
Yeah, let's do it.
Sure.
Fuck them.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yep. All right. So let's get something with
So
a little
what
more
else
meat
is
on the
that?
bones here.
Yeah, what else is in the stupid can?
Yeah. Well, we've got tides on our flat Earth. We've got join the greater reset. And we've got, where is it here? Let me find it because I know it's a really, really crazy title. Where is it? It's rockets can't work in outer space. And the first thing in the video is they tell you this is being presented by a scientist.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, right. I don't think that word means what you think it means.
Yeah.
You have my attention, but it's not a good kind of attention.
No. But it's definitely worth a look. This is premium stupid right here.
I think so.
Right. Load that shit up.
All right. think I got it good there. Yeah. And I will open the vote on this. There was no point in vote on the CC video because we just wanted to watch him, in his little situation of danger. But yeah, here we go. This is an idiot saying stupid shit. Hope you like it.
It's just impossible. Physically, it's impossible.
Oh, I've seen this guy.
So, what about all the scientists? Are they all lying? Or
The thing is that we have understood the word scientist wrong. Look, I'm a scientist. I'm a mechanical engineer and I have a master's degree in technical physics. And I work as a research and development scientist. But when you say a scientist, you think that these guys are out there and they're just exploring the universe and trying to find the secrets of the universe. No, it's not like that. They pay us to do certain things, certain tasks. And if they don't pay me, I'm not gonna go search those stuff. And even if there are some people like me who do think about it, the thing is that since childhood they tell us that the rockets do work and the NASA is sending stuff up into the space, and so you're just programmed since childhood. You're not gonna be questioning that program. And even if you do question that program, people will laugh at you. People will judge you. They think you're stupid. So you end up losing your jobs and friends.
Yes, if you spout off that rockets don't work, and then people show to you that they do work because there is mountains of evidence for this, and you continue to spout off that rockets don't work, people will laugh at you because you're stupid.
Exactly right.
Yeah, what do you expect? A fucking medal? What are you thinking here?
This was proven with a Coke can in a glass box.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like Tony said in the chat there, this is all false equivalencies.
It's true.
Yeah.
It is.
Absolutely. And I didn't even watch this far because I just knew it was worth it just from the first tiny bit that I watched. But I have a feeling this is only going to get worse.
Yeah. I mean, this stuff, you might as well be spouting off. You have a master's in art history for all the friggin' use it is. You still don't know what the hell you're talking about, you moron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, saying I have a degree in mechanical engineering and then following it up with rockets don't work in space, those two are a little contradictory.
Yeah, I'd be questioning that degree.
It's kind of like saying, I'm a heart surgeon and I don't think viruses exist.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah. I wish Mike was here tonight because when he said he's a mechanical engineer, he would have blown his fucking lid.
Oh, no kidding, man.
Oh, well, shall we let Stupid, put on a show for us?
Sure, let's do it.
All right.
So the scientists, they don't do that to themselves. It's a stupid thing to do. Even if it's the truth, but you just don't do it. The reason that you do think that rockets work in the vacuum of space is because of the third law of motion. The third law of motion states, it says that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. So it's really easy to test that.
Correct.
Let's put this into action. An action is, for example, I'm going to start punching now. So I'm punching and I don't feel any reactions. Do you see reaction?
Oh, great.
I don't feel any reaction.
You're fucking
But
kidding.
then I start punching the wall. I feel the reaction. You can try it. You feel the reaction. If it starts hurting and if I punch harder, it's gonna bleed, and if I punch even harder, it's gonna break my bones. So it seems like the third law of motion, when in order for you to get the reaction, the equal and opposite reaction, you have to apply your action on something. If it's nothing, then you don't get the reaction. For example, if I'm now pushing, I'm now pushing myself, okay? I'm pushing my hand, and no reaction, I don't feel any pushback. But then I push the wall,
You absolute moron.
so you cannot just push nothingness and expect something to happen. There has to be something.
tell me, what about if I, for example, in a skateboard?
You're what?
Oh, man. Why am I not surprised it says banjo in that title over his head? And ding, 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 ding.
Yeah. This whole thing where you can't have a reaction unless it's physically in contact. Has he ever heard of a jet engine before?
Probably not.
And
The problem is they have.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, Kevin.
No, you go ahead, Rizzy. No worries.
All right. I was just going to say, have these guys never considered why rocket engines are shaped like a big bell? The thrust does not begin at the end of the big bell on the big hole. It happens way up in the throat. The shape of that bell is part of what he uses for that reaction, you idiot.
Like Tony Regime in the chat. The reaction is between the exhaust and the rocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's expelling the fuel pushes against the rocket moves in the other direction. It's very simple.
Yeah, and the bell shape assists in doing that.
Yeah. Unless it's a aerospike engine, which is like the most impossible thing ever and like sort of works maybe.
Yeah.
If the planets align. Otherwise it's a bell nozzle. All right, should we let it? Oh, also, that was not a question from a fucking student in his class. That was one dude behind the camera in his fucking bedroom.
Pretty much.
There is no way that was a question in a class.
Well,
not a chance. Go for it, Dick.
All
right.
Bowling ball, let's say, and I throw it. I go backwards. So,
Look, when you are standing on a skateboard and then you are pushing a 15-pound bowling ball, that 15-pound bowling ball has a static inertia. It means it wants to stay static. It doesn't want to move. So when you are pushing that, you're pushing yourself back. If you think that the third law of motion works in these kind of cases, then you can just throw a pen. Just see if you go backwards when you're throwing a pen. Throw a balloon, throw a light object. And yeah, cool. So you have a balloon, and you can push the balloon and see if you go back. Or a ping pong ball. It doesn't happen. The same thing when you're pushing a car. You know, have you ever tried it when a car is broken and you're pushing it? At the beginning it doesn't move. It's heavy. And then after some time it just moves slower. It got out of that static inertia. It's now moving, so it's easier to push it. It's not that difficult. So in order to get this reaction, you have to push against something. Otherwise, it's not happening. This guy, the reason it goes up is these high velocity and hot gases that exit the exhaust of the rocket engine will push against the ground first, and then it takes off and it goes up. The air down here becomes thinner. But even if it's thinner, the speed of these gases will turn that thin air into a barrier. You know when you're, for example, driving in the highway and you stick your hand out of the window and you feel this pressure, and the faster you go, the more pressure you feel? That's the same thing. Even if your hand is small, when the speed is high, the pressure increases. It becomes a barrier. The same thing in here. It pushes these hot gases and high velocity gases down. Even if it's thin, it still creates a barrier out of them. So as long as there is air or thin air, the rockets do work, but when it goes out in the vacuum of space where there is nothing, then it's nothing. You can push it, and nothing will happen. This is easy to test, actually.
This guy with that little dance he keeps doing, I can't decide if he's trying to audition for some strange porno or just, giving a lecture here. What the hell is he doing?
I'm starting to wonder as well.
It's really...
he's
Go ahead.
Yeah. He's really, really, really lost in this. And for him to open up claiming that he's a mechanical engineer is, that's like me saying I'm a fucking brain surgeon because I watched a documentary last night.
Yeah.
Well,
go ahead, Kevin. What do you got?
He could very quickly fix his bad analogy of just pushing against the air if he just slapped his own hand. That would be more accurate to what's happening in space. And his hand would move. It would react.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot more like that. It doesn't really require air to be there.
No, it doesn't.
It's just the inverse reaction of pushing against his hand / the rocket.
He's a silly man. That's for sure.
I also can't figure out if his shirt is tiny, it's padded, or he's really buff.
It's all of the above.
There you go.
But it's funny. I do find it amusing when a guy like him, who's got like some size to him and obviously goes to the gym or whatever to do it properly, they always wear a shirt that is just a little bit too small to make sure he's spending money at the gym. It's hilarious,
It is.
I don't understand the need for that because if you just dressed properly, we'd still know you're big. But yeah, he's getting annoying, and there's not enough votes in yet. Fucking slackers. Come on. A little bit more of bullshit with bravado.
Yeah, we need a few more votes, so let's push through.
All right.
Look, you can get a single drone and just put it on the ground, accelerate it, so it lifts up from the ground and hovers at 20 centimeters. Do not touch the accelerator anymore. Just put the cardboard sheet under the drone and just lift it up. When you lift it up, the drone starts coming up also, and it maintains the same 20 centimeter distance between the bottom of the drone and the sheet. And the moment you take the sheet out, you take it away, the drone just drops down, hits the ground, and the hitting the ground happens due to inertia.
This is the dumbest analogy.
What a moron!
Yeah,
The most
fuck that, dude.
useless experiment.
Let's compare basically a small helicopter that utilizes lift to get up in the air to fucking vacuum physics. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought he was going to prat out there and talk about rotation underneath or something like that. Was unbelievable. You looking at that guy, you would never guess that he is that fucking stupid from the outside, would you? You know,
you'd never guess it. I mean, if somebody like that were to come up and say, "I've got a degree in mechanical engineer," I would initially think, "Okay, well, you can help me with this mechanical problem." But as soon as you just friggin' mouth, I'd realize I'm dealing with a friggin' numpty.
Yeah,
this guy's an absolute idiot.
He looks the part, like he's well dressed and well kempt and everything, and like he's got the right type of clothing. He's Indian, which makes me think, he might be an engineer.
yeah, exactly.
he probably got his degree from fucking Full Sail University with somebody else we know.
And Purple Rhymes with Orange has made it. How's it going, buddy?
All right.
Excellent.
Hey, Purple.
You having a good day?
Yeah, just shopping took longer than expected.
Yeah, sometimes it does. That's for sure. Especially with, what's going on in the world right now. I find it takes twice as long because I'm dancing around people that aren't keeping their distance and stuff, and it's driving me crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, not fun at all. Not fun. But yeah, we've got some good videos in the bank tonight. We're about to dive into a new one. You got perfect timing.
Okay.
Cool.
Excellent. Let's dig into the bag of tricks. Let's see here. How about the globe is closer to the sun in the winter? Or we've got one here, colon labeled it Chipmunk from the start. Is this what the X Factor event looked like? Perhaps we are the electricity used like batteries.
Oh man, no. Say it ain't so. Oh no.
And then there's one, flat-ish Earth elevations prove it. Flat-ish Earth elevations prove it. Chemtrails, Florida skies.
Jeez. Oh.
Pick your poison, people. Yeah.
I want to see Battery Man. I want to see Captain Rayovac there.
All right. Where is that one? Okay. Yeah, here we go. So let's see. I'll put them up to about 115% just to be safe. With a warning like that, it's going to be difficult. It's going to hurt. So yeah, here we go. I think this guy's a bigger idiot than the last one. Here we go.
Yo.
I don't know if that's possible.
Here we go.
Oh, God.
So I just want to remind everybody to not miss the mega live stream tomorrow, Wednesday at noon, Mountain Time. That's 2 p.m. Eastern Time. And so just make sure you're there tomorrow. If you're around, it'll be awesome. We're going to hang out, have a good time. I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Woke. for this video. Do we live in a computer? Definitely, maybe. No, it's set up like a computer board in my view. To harness the atmosphere and etheric energy, and I don't. In my view, I have no idea if it's. There's no evidence to me that shows that. It's weird, probably like the electrons or electricity and energy running throughout the circuit board here, and and again, it looks like it was set up to kind of like harness, free energy, and the buildings look like machines and so forth. And when you look at the depictions of the old world, it's very simple.
Pause.
I don't.
No.
First off, I guess times have been hard since Revenge of the Nerds. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. Second of all, he was muted, but I heard him.
Yeah. I couldn't agree more.
Second of all, I've seen people like build their own chipsets and shit. And you're talking about stuff that's in there for free. Like, first of all, free energy doesn't exist. Entropy's a thing. I'm very sorry. But I've watched people basically build these from scratch. There's no hidden fucking technology in it. We know exactly what every single thing on that board does.
Did you see that board was labeled ATI? That's an old graphics processor, and ATI hasn't been a brand for quite a while now.
No, it hasn't.
Oh yeah, my
Radeon.
Yeah.
So did I.
Speed it up more. I don't argue that. Let's see here.
And if there's any way to turn him up, he's very quiet.
Is he? Okay.
It's his fault, not ours.
Yeah. Where is he in the video? 135. Okay. As soon as I change the speed, oh, look at that. It went back to where it was. OBS has fixed it. Wow. Yahoo. All right. So quiet, you say. Okay, here, let me just boost him a tiny bit here. Not that I want to hear this piece of shit any louder than I fucking have to, but I agree. Okay. Okay, here we go. Are you guys ready? Because this is like, what the fuck is on his head? Can somebody tell me that? What the fuck is he wearing? Yeah.
One of those tennis visors. Trying to be cool.
Yeah. You know? I bet there's a strap-on dildo hanging off of the back of his fucking head.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh my god. Okay, let's let the human dildo speak then. Here we go.
Yo. Here we go.
Oh no! It did do it! Fuck OBS. I thought for sure it had fixed. Okay, here we go. He was right about there. There we go.
Yeah.
Buildings look like machines and so forth. And when you look at the depictions of the old world, it's very simple. I don't see any reason for artificial intelligence or anything like that. It looks like they're more harnessing it. But again, I don't know. But this is just a fantastic.
You're right.
Check out this other one too. Let's melt this. Melting a computer circuit board. Also check this out too. I'm gonna talk.
Whoa, dude!
This shit's melting. Look at this shit's melting. And again, when you look at the flat Earth plane, it looks like a motherboard.
Oh,
fucking what?
In some cases, not saying it's
what?
Yeah, you heard right. The flat Earth plane looks like a motherboard.
No.
Oh my god.
Like, I almost got where he was coming from for a moment when he was talking about like buildings and city layouts looking like circuit boards and stuff, because I've seen that in like media before, like 90s hacker movies would have, flying around the inside of the computer and it looks like skyscrapers and stuff, and Reboot did the same shit living inside the computer. But then he says the flat Earth plane looks like a motherboard.
Yes, that's exactly what he said.
Like
there's only one map? There's only one time a flat Earth ever looked like a motherboard, and it's if you zoom out far enough on an old version of SimCity. That's it.
Pretty much.
That's just
This
weird.
is stupid. This guy's really bizarre.
At this point, I would like to cut in and beg and plead for everybody to vote one. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
This has just
Yeah,
been a
thank you
friendly
very much.
announcement from your host of the most this evening. I don't know. Fuck. Help!
Do you notice the room he's streaming from isn't much bigger than friggin' Pratt's garage?
Yeah. Well, maybe it is that garage. It's just that sometimes they tidy it up.
Oh, could they be related?
You know, Dick, you
Oh.
could mention to people in the audience that if they vote 2, you can cut their shill points in half.
In half, you're being nice. Aimee!
Yeah, we have a super chat if we could, please.
Done. Rodent, no last no,
No
damn
last name.
it. Rodent, damn it.
Maddie,
Rodent, no
don't swear.
last name. You're fake. You're not real.
Oh,
Rodent, no last name for $5. Said if it doesn't look like what
I
I
think.
think technology should look like. Skynet Terminators. Leave me alone.
No. You Thank you. Thank you.
You're going
so
on the
much.
board.
Thank you so much, everybody.
That's awesome.
That was funny. Thanks, Roden. That's a good one. Okay, well, I want to know where this is going because so far all I see is somebody taking a heat gun to solder balls and melting them. You know, I mean, I reflow solder and, fix PS3s and all kinds of old tech for people all the time. All I see is somebody doing it wrong.
I'm not saying it's computer.
Yeah.
I'm saying it looks like it's definitely harnessing some type of free energy. And, like, check it out, for examul. I want
What?
you to look at
The
these
basis for that.
columns here. And then look at this.
Oh my God.
I had to re-upload this
Come
again,
on, you
and my
can't be
channel
that
Photonic
stupid.
got terminated.
Oh,
I had to re-upload
no.
all these videos, but check it
Come
out anyway,
on.
nonetheless. These are different buildings in different cities all over the world. They're everywhere. They're all the same, but yet they're different and so forth. And it looks like this. That's what it looks like. Right?
Oh,
Look,
this
look at this. Look at that.
There is a
what does
reason
that
it's
look like?
referred to as classic
Cities and
architecture.
shit,
hurts.
right?
Oh my God.
Columns here.
No.
And look at the bubbling. Look at check out the bubbling. Solid turning to a liquid.
3,
Action.
2, 1.
Oh, thank God. Oh,
What did-
man. That was stupid. That was, that was so friggin' out there. I'm starting to question the direction of human evolution, man.
Oh man, that is too funny. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely free energy matrix or whatever came out of his mouth. That was too funny. Oh my God.
That
Oh
hurt.
yeah.
That
I
was
think we need
very
Amy and Matt again. Yeah.
Yes, please. We
Yeah,
have a
I
super.
brought straight to us. Hashtag leave Matthew alone. And now fucking dare anyone out there make fun of Matthew after all he's been through. So we can
Nice.
change his avatar.
Good Lord.
Amazing face smiling.
And everybody wonders why I have gray hair. Thank you so much.
That dude really needs to see the CPU in his brain to be replaced. Who?
Yes, he does. The guy that we watched the video from. Thank you so much.
Yeah, he's definitely a few diodes short of the board.
Well, even
That
like
was crazy, man.
the thing he was comparing to pillars, the straight metal bits on that chip, those are heat sinks, aren't they?
No, pins.
Oh, they're the pins. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's before we had so many pins, we had to put them under the chips, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
That's
still
why I
have
was confused.
Yeah, we still have some that are that way as well, but we don't use much of the old dual inline, the dip chips anymore, right? Because they just don't have enough pins.
Interesting.
But yeah, that was amazing. Like that was unbelievable. You just like wow. Well, Yeah. That was crazy.
Really crazy. That was crazy.
Yeah, somebody needs to go to his house and tell his parents that he's being bad on the internet. It's just wow. Oh, okay. Well, I think we've laughed at him enough. Should we set up some more pain here?
Well, yeah, okay.
I'll bring the speed back down. Okay. So, let's see. Do you want to check out Join the Greater Reset? Do you want tales about tales of Chem Truth? Or The Globe is Closer to the Sun in Winter?
Wow.
Yeah, let's see about the globe in winter.
Okay. That should be fun.
Can I grab the super
yeah.
chat real quick before we start? Thank you.
Yeah,
wrote a no last name for $5. Said, I put this flame flower to this artichoke plant. Artichoke's a fake matrix flat earth. Rolling on the floor laughing. Rolling on the floor laughing. Rolling on the floor laughing.
Thank you so much.
Oh, that was funny. That was funny. People are getting them all worked up today. So, for your viewing and impleasure, unpleasure, displeasure. No, I wouldn't want to say it correctly because that just makes it more normal. Oh, this is going to hurt.
Mine's not working.
Just tilt the marshmallow, Charlie.
It's still not working.
No, Charlie, tilt it 23.5 degrees.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, for goodness.
There we go.
Ball, Earth, Logic. Ball Earth Logic is highly contagious. If you encounter Ball Earth Logic, immediately research Flat Earth.
Oh. No.
I'm so sorry. I have to confess I wasn't really paying attention to the text because Dick, what's that guitar melody? What is that? It's something famous, isn't it? You're muted.
Oh shit! Oops. I'm not actually sure. I was struggling in the background because Streamlabs won't let me end the last poll. There we go.
Oh.
That was being a real bitch. Yeah, Streamlabs is literally like on its deathbed right now for me for some reason. It's kind of strange.
Someone's saying it's called The Answer.
The Answer? Well, in this guy's world, it's the answer to a question nobody ever fucking asked. Yeah, Plothole would know too. Like if he's telling us, I'm sure he's right. Johnny O knows his fucking tunes.
Yeah, I can pretty much count on that.
Yeah. So yeah, sorry, I got the vote finally fixed. It's open now. Don't hesitate. Please, for the love of God, don't hesitate. It won't even matter that we were zoned out, Kevin, because as soon as we go in, it's going to be they say that the tilt causes the seasons just because the sun has to travel a bit further to hit the north and the south or something like. It's just going to be pure on bullshit anay, right?
Yeah, that's what he was saying, was that the rays from the sun are stretched out more, hitting the poles.
Stretched out.
They don't stretch, you dumb fuck. The pole is simply tilted further away from the source. That's all.
Everybody knows light doesn't stretch. That's why every time it goes for a jog, it always gets a fucking hamstring.
Yeah, that's why the fire gets hotter the closer you get. Walk away from it. It's cool off, What gets me about this fucking idiot is that he thinks he's making some grand point, and all he's doing is showing a grade 2 science lesson.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. From the opposite side, right?
Yeah. Well, you got to admit, he's probably the little dipshit that was in the back of the room munching on the Play-Doh, pounding a square peg into a round hole all day.
Well, a little more then.
Yeah, I suppose. Also, the sun looks like half a smiley face, and that was weirding me out. Or we wouldn't. Wait, what? Either have light and warmth from the sun, or you don't. Wait a second. Pause.
Goat.
Did he? Oh, it's not the answer. It's the reason by Hoobastank. I knew I recognized it. Yeah. But he's saying like one part of the Earth receives light from the sun, the other part doesn't. You know that that changes, right? That the Earth rotates. Like it's basically a spinning rotisserie chicken in space. It gets even heat distribution.
Yep.
Like I'm so confused by what he's trying to say when he keeps saying like you either get light or you don't. And I'm like, no, you get light and then you don't because we have a day-night cycle caused by the planet rotating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. This isn't alcohol. It's not you get drunk or you don't, because that's actually a reality. Right?
I think the point he's trying to make is that the temperature should be the same all year round and we shouldn't have seasons.
Well,
yeah, which is stupid, but that is what he's getting at for sure, Purple.
The only way that makes any sense is if you're on the equator. I know because I live on the equator and I'm essentially in friggin' baking hot summer year round.
Yeah.
So the tilt of the Earth at my location is absolutely minuscule, so we're always getting summertime temperatures. That's just part of being on the equator. But the poles are a different story.
I sent Monkey in for one.
Yeah. Which is further proof that we do in fact live on a friggin' globe.
Yeah. I see we have another super chat there. Aimee.
Yes, please.
Ronan, no last name. Could you stop for a minute?
No, just read.
Ronan, no last name for $2 said some people don't understand scale. Well, Robert, Ronan, no last name.
You the word face palm.
Face palm.
Thank you.
You touch on my spaghetti.
Thank you so much.
That's a lively one tonight.
That was the best thing that we did hear him hit his head and do the facepalm action.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man. Oh, cool. Okay.
Oh,
perfect.
We need a couple more votes, folks. A couple more votes.
Is that all it is? Oh yeah, we need a few.
Tapped out.
Yeah.
This guy's an absolute idiot. Doesn't even understand grade 2 science.
Oh, a bit more?
Yeah, let's do it. Oh, come on. What a fucking simpleton. I swear to God.
You're muted.
Oh, oops. Yeah, damn it. I will say it's that fucking mushy button, man. It's driving me nuts. I'll say right now, we've got some of the best viewers ever tonight because your votes are totally on point. You're saving us. It's awesome. I love you. I love you.
Yes.
Who wants to rip that?
The nature of Earth's orbit around the sun is perfectly natural. It is a little bit off center. It does get a little bit closer to the sun at certain points during the year, but that decrease in distance is so minute that we don't really see a whole lot of effect on the Earth. And the tilt and rotation of the Earth still play the main factor in your seasonal temperatures. So go back to fucking school, you moron. You obviously weren't paying attention in grade school.
Well, yeah, that's exactly it. We just had this lesson a couple of weeks ago from Matt. The reason why.
Frustrated R said.
Okay, yeah, read the super chat. Then Mummy.
I can't see the super chat before or after.
Just read it.
John Raff for Australian $2 said, "Give Mom a hug, Matt." Let's hear that.
Yeah. There we go. Thank you,
John Raff. I gotta believe.
Yeah, and let Mommy finish. Yeah, the reason why we get the sun, it's warmer in the north in the summertime is because the sunlight is more direct because of that tilt. This guy is a goof. He didn't. I mean, if I can know that after teaching Matt in 9th grade, that's pretty sad, It's like,
But I'm still in 9th grade. Can't say.
So there we go.
And the fact that we're on a globe that is tilted is the only explanation that can possibly explain why the North Pole and the South Pole have seasonal 24-hour sun days.
Exactly.
That's the only explanation, and a flat Earth can never accomplish that. Never.
Nope.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I mean,
awkward silence.
I mean, you can prove this kind of thing. I proved this kind of thing today. I was standing out in the driveway having a cigarette, and I was in the shade, and it was kind of chilly. I was shivering a little bit, so I walked 5 feet into direct sunlight. I did not move any closer to the sun whatsoever, but suddenly I was a lot warmer.
Man, it's amazing how that works, hey?
Yeah, weird.
Wow. Unbelievable.
I was so close to falling into a stupid coma. If I had to watch one more minute of that, I was a dead man.
Yeah. It just goes back to the thousands of times I've said these guys have the intellectual capacity of a toddler. It stopped there and never developed beyond it. And that's why they're all so gullible and buy into this flat earth crap.
Yep, pretty much.
Well, I'm still in shock. I don't know what the fuck to do. Right. Yeah. We're okay. Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah. We're actually doing a show. This isn't just punishment. I wasn't like a bad boy. Okay. Well,
dive into that can.
Yeah. Damn it. Okay. God damn it. The system was acting strange there. Okay. Now we're good. All right. So, let's see here. So there's a 3-parter in the list here. There's part 1, Flat Earth Horizons, simple test. And so we can start that. We could start the series. We also have. Let's see here. We've got. It's Emma's birthday. Pay your dues and talk. I don't know what the fuck that means.
Okay. I think we got to watch that one because that's been in the list for a while, and it's such a what the fuck title.
Yeah. It keeps coming up, and I've always been like, I don't even know what to say. So fuck it. Here we go. I guess it's do as the man says. Pay up in chat or some shit. I don't fucking know.
It's Emma's birthday. Whatever the fuck Emma is.
Yeah, I guess we're going to find out. Should we give Aimee a chance to jump in here first? I think Aimee and Matt are needed.
We have a super chat.
Mr. Nielsen, where are you?
Just
Ronan. How dare you use reason, logic, and mathematics to encounter my closely held stupid beliefs? Blasphemy, grinning face with big eyes. You were born in BC, remember?
Oh, jeez. Thank you so much.
What year were you born in? 2000 BC? What's
No.
wrong? Why do I keep...
Yeah. You got a bit of a firecracker on your hands there, Aimee.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Tonight.
All right. Okay, well, it's Emma's birthday, everybody. Let's see what the hell's going on.
Okay.
3 coplanar points, and bam, there's the radius of the Earth.
On the level.
The way I phrase it is, it is a monument to the curvature of the Earth. It really is.
Level.
It really is.
Level.
And bam, there's the radius of the Earth.
As the guy
that
has
this
taught me that Jesse Kozlowski's taught you a load of shit, or you've
Brad, you
believed something that Jesse didn't say.
Yeah, I know the effective range.
How far?
I don't know, 50 meters? I don't know.
All right, is Jesse shooting 50 meters, or he's shooting
No.
half a mile?
It's more like a half a mile. But I think the effective range... Isn't the effective range like to make a mark on a pole? You know, to transfer a number?
But what are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah. That's what we do with numbers.
He's just looking at the horizontal line that it creates.
What horizontal line that it creates? I mean, we just went through it before.
No.
You said it goes
creates
above.
A horizontal.
Yeah, above. You assume.
Yeah.
But why do you assume that it is above?
I assume that because we live on a curved surface. Okay. So if anywhere you go, your horizontal is going to be different.
Do you think that guy on the other side of the lake and his auto level are a lot smaller than they are in real life because of the perspective effects, the angular size reduction of that individual with that auto level across the lake a half mile away?
Well,
you
sure.
Think that, you would call that drop. Perspective drop, right?
No, perspective's not drop.
Well,
really?
You've got an intersection.
All right. Pause.
Yep. Sorry, Kevin. I had to pull a goat pause just because I don't know what the fuck's going on here.
I barely follow this shit, but whoever it was who said that perspective isn't drop, they were correct. Perspective is not drop, and things in the distance don't get smaller; they appear smaller.
Yeah,
you realize that when someone walks away from you, they don't become 6 inches tall. They just look 6 inches tall from where you're standing.
Yeah. They're far away.
Whoever was in there saying perspective drop, that's not a thing. There's no math to back up any kind of perspective drop. In fact, the law of perspective doesn't say that things drop. It says they disappear in entirety. They become smaller and smaller and smaller until they disappear altogether. Not bottom first, not top first, just all together.
Yep. They just don't get it.
Yeah. I mean, the whole perspective, instead of, disappearing over the horizon, drives me absolutely crazy. Things do not disappear because of perspective, bottom up. What the hell? Why is that so hard for these morons to figure out? Does that not always kind of trigger that? How can you be honestly into this when it's just so obvious? Yeah, it drives me crazy. It drives me crazy.
Yeah, how can you see a ship go over the horizon and realize you can see the mast, but you can't see the ship anymore?
Yeah,
and just
speaking of
put that together.
And speaking of ships, Purple, why in hell would a crow's nest be on a boat, on a ship?
Yeah.
Yeah, what
makes no sense.
Yeah, why would the sailing ships have even needed that?
Why are periscopes a thing? Like,
yeah, it's fucking weird. But let's see. There's no votes in yet. Oh, and I just praised you people. Okay, shall we keep going then?
I'm gonna have to be. I got to be heading out here in a couple minutes, so let's talk about something more casual. Where's DP?
This is pretty important, right? There's a
I
lot
got
of
work I
people.
have to go
You're
do.
going to help a lot of people, Brad.
I don't want to get into anything too deep because I'm gonna have to step out.
Brad, so sad. You gotta go. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, so cute.
I want to talk to DP though. Where the heck's he been hiding?
Oh, no, he's not here.
Told you, Chucky Brad boy. Yeah.
DP.
I'm not chunky. The non-chunky Brad.
Yeah,
Definitely two different people.
Mm-hmm.
But DP was talking to somebody about the horizon.
Chunky.
Actual horizon. No, the physical horizon and the apparent horizon.
Yeah, that was Chunky.
And I wanted to talk to DP about that. It's like, oh, there goes... Oh, my Bluetooth microphone's going to die on me. Anyhow, I wanted...
That was utterly stupid.
I want an internal review of our video downloading practices done right now. How the fuck did that even make it in there? What was that?
That was, I don't even know where to begin with this idiot.
Yeah, that was terrible. I never want to see that again.
It sounded like ranty.
Was it?
It sounded like ranty, didn't it?
No, it was Bev.
Yeah, it was Bev. Okay, all right.
Yeah, he's terrible. But we've got a super chat, please.
Ronan, no last name where you live. Send a super chat of where you live.
I know, just read the
Ronan,
super
no
chat.
last name for $2 said, "Why don't jet airlines disappear bottom up?" Thinking face. Because
That's
you're
a good
fake.
question.
You're not real. You make
Thank
the
you so
airplanes
much.
disappear.
Yeah. They would. Everything would. It's just, that one drives me nuts. I do know that I've got one I've been saving in the pot here. So let me just find it. Where is it here? Where the fuck did I put this one? Yeah, I know. Eh? Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm not asking for a vote or anything on this. We're simply going to go into it. This is one of those ones that triggers a lot of people, like, what they're saying. So, ladies and gentlemen, another complete fucking idiot screwing up the Michelson-Morley experiment.
Colleagues, including Albert Einstein, were diehard Copernicans who didn't want to believe that Michelson had discovered a motionless Earth. They proposed his experimental apparatus was distorted by Earth's motion through space, and thus Michelson's apparatus only made it appear as if the Earth wasn't moving. In scientific parlance, we call this the fallacy of petitio principii. That is, using as proof a moving Earth, the very thing one is trying to prove, a moving Earth.
Nope.
Let me explain.
Wrong.
The first light beam was pointed westward because it was the presumed direction of the Earth's movement around the sun. The second light beam was pointed northward, and thus away from the direction of the presumed moving Earth. The first light beam should have been affected by Earth's movement through space.
Okay.
If the Earth...
How many times? How many times? Like, how many times do we have to go over this? He's got the directions right, that one's meant to be perpendicular with the direction of travel, one's meant to be parallel to it. But it wasn't presupposed. It wasn't assumed. It was known and, in fact, relied on the fact that the Earth moves and rotates in order for that experiment to even be performed. It was not to prove the rotation of the Earth. It required the rotation of the Earth to prove or disprove the existence of an ether. How many times?
Yeah.
Like, it's very... Go ahead.
The whole experiment was they know the Earth is moving, and as such, that's why they're testing two different directions. It's, you know, and their results have nothing to do with the Earth's movement at all. What it was does the speed of light change with the direction of the Earth, and therefore can we find proof of this? What did they call it? The luminiferous ether. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty simple. We knew for a fact that sound needs a medium to travel through, and we weren't sure about light. We weren't really sure if light needs a medium.
Right.
So, and we thought to ourselves, well, if sound can't travel without a medium, maybe light can't. Therefore, maybe there is a medium in space that we're not accounting for, and we're going to try and find that.
Yeah. Yeah. But what they did do is confirm that no matter what, the speed of light is constant.
That's right.
Yes.
So, you know, one of the... Sorry, Jeff.
Yeah, a medium can affect the direction of that light, but it can't affect the speed.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you put light through a prism, you get a tiny bit of a speed difference, and that's what separates the frequencies. But it's so minor compared to the actual speed of light that it might as well not exist.
Exactly.
Right? You know, that's hilarity. You know what's even more hilarious, though, is that there's no votes in yet. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. I'm going to start it off. At this point, I think we're stalling. So here we go. Get it in you.
Around the sun at an accepted speed of 66,000 miles per hour. If so, the first beam would have traveled slower than the second beam of light. But that didn't happen. Both light beams traveled at nearly the same speed. According to Michelson, the first beam traveled only about 1/6 of the speed needed if the Earth was moving around the sun. The conclusion, as Michelson notes above, should have been that the Earth isn't moving around the sun. Other prominent physicists have noted the same truth. There was just one alternative. The Earth's true velocity through space might happen to have been nil. Physicist Arthur Eddington. The data of the Michelson-Morley test were almost unbelievable. There was only one other possible conclusion to draw, that the Earth was at rest. Bernard Jaffe. Thus, failure of the Michelson-Morley experiment to observe different speeds of light at different times of the year suggested that the Earth must be at rest, and it was therefore the preferred frame for measuring absolute motion.
All right, I'm calling that one. The fact that the speed of light doesn't change due to which way the Earth is traveling around the sun. A, you've just admitted that the Earth is circling the sun, you dipshit. But B, more importantly, has nothing to do with whether or not this and that and so on and stationary and whatnot. Like, he just missed the entire point entirely. I hate him.
Although,
I hate him.
I do like that. It's on the page. I'm talking about the ether and how that's the point of the experiment and everything. I like that he's debunking himself like this.
That's true. He's showing some reality here. So, you know. You fucking bastards. I'm already out of beer. Hold on. Give me a second here. Somebody say something.
I mean, I was looking through what's... Damn it, I was trying to get the pages there. What was it? Now the Earth in its orbit around the sun has a speed of 30 kilometers. Wait, what? Oh, there's an inappropriate period. 30 kilometers per second, and the experiment was capable of detecting as much as 10 kilometers per second of motion through the ether. No. It was capable of detecting. Okay, no, I misread that. Capable of detecting. Yes, that's correct. Thus, failure to observe different speeds of light at different times of the year suggested that the Earth must be at rest in the ether. No. To quote the experiment directly, to quote Albert Michelson himself, the results on the results on the relative motion of the Earth and ether are decidedly negative. Relative is the key term there.
Yes.
That's right. And they keep trying to use this to prove their point when Michelson Morley were in themselves admitted that the entire experiment was a failure.
Yeah. World's most famous failure. I think that.
Yeah, and a good one. I mean, it was not a valueless thing. It was actually good.
No, they learned a lot from it, but what they were trying to prove, nope, didn't make it.
Yeah. Yeah. It kind of reminds me of the story of how they figured out stainless steel. Dude was messing around, mixing this and that. One day he goes out to the scrap pile and everything's rusted but one piece and goes, wow. Checks the number, figures out what he done. Boom, stainless steel. Right? It wasn't on purpose.
No.
Isn't that kind of like the guy who invented Velcro? He figured it out by getting like burrs stuck to his feet when he was, or like stuck to his shoes when he was walking in the forest.
And Post-it notes.
Yeah, they were an accident, right?
Yeah, the person who invented it left it in a stack of papers, and after 3 months couldn't believe the glue never set.
Yeah, and the person doing the Post-it notes, if I'm right, was actually trying to make a super glue. So that's one hell of a failure. Yeah, penicillin. There you go. Masturbator. Good one. Excellent.
Yeah. And we have another super chat there that brings up a very good, interesting point.
Yes, it does. We're done. Would you like to read it?
Okay, wrote a no less name for $5. Said if air needs a container to hold pressure, could you not whisper the firmament / dome sealed to Antarctica and still rotating? Rubber sealed ball bearings.
Thinking face.
Thank
Thank you so much. That's a very good question, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of a hermetically sealed door that also moves all of the time.
Yeah.
That moves against the thing it's sealing.
Yeah, I would love to see a set of ball bearings that could seal like that. That's pretty good. I mean, if you grease them up, it's going to last for a while, but, come on. Right?
Yeah.
That's funny.
All right, should we let him keep going?
All right.
Yet
Get
we
some
have
more
known
shit
since
wrong.
Galileo that the Earth is not the center of the universe. Why should it be at rest in space? Adolf Baker. The easiest explanation was that the Earth was fixed in the ether and that everything else in the universe moved with respect to the Earth and the ether. Such an idea was not considered seriously, since it would mean, in effect, that our Earth occupied the omnipotent position in the universe, with all the other heavenly bodies paying homage by moving around it. James Coleman.
Except for a few.
The Michelson-Morley experiment confronted scientists with an embarrassing alternative. On one hand, they could scrap the ether theory, which had explained so many things about electricity, magnetism, and light, or if they insisted on retaining the ether, they had to abandon the still more venerable Copernican theory that the Earth is in motion. To many physicists, it seemed almost easier to believe that the Earth stood still than that waves, light waves, electromagnetic waves, could exist without a medium to sustain them. It was a serious dilemma, and one that split scientific thought for a quarter of a century. Many new hypotheses were advanced and rejected. The experiment was tried again by Morley and by others, with the same conclusion. The apparent velocity of the Earth through the ether was zero.
Wrong.
Lincoln Barnett.
That is all kinds of bullshit. That was just ridiculous. Oh, what's the vote? For the love of God. Oh, we're getting there. Okay.
Oh, gosh. We have a super chat.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Truth nerds for £2. €2 said, why dismiss the Secnic effect? Thanks, Bob.
That's right.
My dad.
For our drift. Thank you, Bob.
Oh, yeah. Everybody around here loves Bobby 15. He's just so helpful to the cause.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh, we're getting some votes in. This is looking good.
Okay.
All right. Here, I say if we just push play a little bit more, we'll get this gone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Forward by Albert Einstein. What happened when the experiment was done in 1887? There was never in any orientation at any time of the year, any shift in the interference pattern. None. No shift, no fringe shift, nothing. What's the implication? Here was an experiment that was done to measure the speed of the Earth's motion through the ether. This was an experiment that was 10 times more sensitive than it needed to be. It could have detected speeds as low as 2 miles per second instead of the known 20 miles per second that the Earth moves on its orbital motion around the sun.
It didn't measure speeds.
No.
It measured deviations.
Yeah.
I cannot comprehend this bullshit revisionist history when the history is right there for you to look at. Like, this is not a mysterious experiment that's like kept in the dark and like the fucking CIA guards it or some shit. This is something you can Google very easily, and you can find their exact words in which they say none of this. And it's just mind-blowing to me that these guys think they can get away with, oh, I'm just going to pretend that it happened completely differently and hope people believe me. Like, what is that?
Yeah. And it's so funny because the experiment has nothing to do with trying to figure out the motion of the Earth. The experiment is trying to figure out if the speed of light is constant through this supposed luminiferous ether, independent of the direction of the Earth. They already knew it was moving. This has nothing to do with any of that. It's so stupid. If the Earth was stationary, they wouldn't have even fucking bothered with the experiment.
They couldn't have.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be a waste of time. You know, you'd just be playing with mirrors like, it'd be like a fun house. I mean, what's the point? Okay, let's check the numbers. Were looking good there. Oh, yeah, we're really close. Okay, let's put a little bit more into this, and we should be able to run for the hills.
Detect it. What's the conclusion from the Michelson-Morley experiment? The implication is that the Earth is not moving. Richard Wolfson. Michelson and Morley found shifts in the interference fringes, but they were very much smaller than the size of the effect expected from the known orbital motion of the Earth. John D. Norton.
Thank you.
Fuck that guy. Holy God. Wow. Anybody
I get so frustrated. It's so frustrated. These damn flirts always using Michelson-Morley and twisting it out of friggin' proportion to suit their goddamn stupid narrative. I'm sick of it.
Yeah, they don't understand what's going on at all. They don't get this. I mean, if anybody was to actually pay, Neil deGrasse Tyson talks about the Michelson-Morley experiment in his reboot of Cosmos, the first series, Possible Worlds. It's very, very easy to understand. Like, you may not get the fine points or whatever. I mean, but the general overreaching arc is simple. It's simple.
I understood fine until this guy explained it.
By the way, that quote he had at the end where he said it was a physicist saying that the Earth is not moving. Richard Wolfson is a real professor. He's an actual qualified science teacher. He teaches for, where did I find? I can't. Damn it! I lost where he teaches. Middlebury Institute of International Studies at Monterey. But he absolutely never said the Earth is not moving. Not once. That's a lie. That's a fake quote.
Good. Thank you. Wow. Well, seems to me that we need to dig back into the bag of stupid.
Yeah, and I'd just like to thank everybody for your super chats today. You have made it possible for us to buy a new wetsuit for Dick so he can take a dump in this cesspool of stupid out back.
Yes. Thank you so much. Just read it. Read it. Read it. Read it.
I'll read it.
You did? No, read it. Come on, Matt, pay attention, or I'm going to read it.
Wrote a note last name for $5. Said no serious comment, just throwing money. at you like a cheap pole dancer, making you read whatever I type. Basically.
Thank you so much.
I like that.
That was awesome. Oh God. Would you like me to strip now or later? So let's get to the videos here. Oh my God. Okay, what about flat-ish Earth elevations? Prove it. Chemtrails, Florida skies.
Oh, I haven't done chemtrails in a while. Sure, let's do it.
Oh, hold on. I got a good one. I forgot about this one. The Illuminati pedo ring hand signals research some, I don't know, Epstein Island, flat Earth.
Oh, that sounds utterly dumb.
Yeah. And I had to edit that because he said it worse. You know, he said the whole word and I'm not willing to say that on air.
Yeah, no.
But, oh yeah. Del, is this guy one of your buddies?
Pointless.
I don't know, buddy. I don't know. I think I caught you guys having beer the other day.
Useless. Moron.
He's your buddy. I don't know. Okay, so this is gonna hurt.
For God's sake, I wish they'd stop using the goddamn movie trailers.
I don't know. Do we gotta talk over this? Is the fucking 21st Century Fox theme copyrighted or whatever this is?
Yeah, it's copyrighted like a motherfucker.
Yeah, we probably just fucked ourselves. I didn't think of that when I lined this up, actually. Fuck me, of all people. Damn it. Oh, well.
What the fuck?
What the hell? An alien face.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah. Jesus had a hand signal.
What?
Oh.
And what's that supposed to mean?
That some people point with 2 fingers. Oh, fuck me. Okay.
I told you it's gonna hurt.
Oh, man.
All right, pause. First of all, I mean, how many fingers you point with is basically just dependent on how relaxed your hand is. That's all that is. And second of all, if someone is pointing in a way that is a symbolic reference to a magical fucking children's fairy tale, I'm okay with that. That doesn't change my life whatsoever. Like, I don't care if you worship magic. Magic isn't real.
All I'm seeing is a whole bunch of friggin' examples of the Boy Scout salute.
It is the Boy Scout salute. I didn't even think of that.
Oh, that puts that statue in a whole new perspective.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it, eh? Well, according to them, Jesus was a gangbanger.
Oh, boy.
That was stupid. Dick, why did you do this to us, man? You slept it hard.
I'm not done yet. Get a grip here.
Oh.
Did we get that last super chat?
I think we did.
Yes, we did. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
What are these damn numbers? What do they signify?
It's got to be like a photo archive like ID thing, right?
It must be.
Well, he keeps indicating the same date in different years, so it's like this represents a holiday or something.
Unbelievable. It's just so stupid. Can't find anything to say about it. It's just.
I know, eh?
I mean, like, yeah. we've reached a point now where whenever conspiracists do this thing where, like, you know, they point at 33 or they point at, you know, hand symbols or something. At this point, I like imitate it and laugh at it, like, constantly. Anytime a flat earther calls me a Satanist, I'll just be like, "Fuck yeah, hail Satan, dude!" Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Oh, DKG custom asked me to do something again. Illuminati.
Illuminati.
Hey, remember the last time we did this? They delayed our checks for 7 days. Come on, keep it under wraps.
Oh, shit, yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right. You're right. You're right. We got to keep that quiet. Keep that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm sending you my triangle single right now. Do you see it? You see it?
Yep. Yeah. Got it. Good. I'll put it into the secret server and make sure everybody knows.
Good.
All right.
So, what are you gonna slap me in the face with now, dick?
Let me just tell you, it's not limp. Here, where is it? There's okay. This is the circling stars over flat Earth. And the reason I grabbed this one was just the intro. What the guy says. I instantly paused and just burst out laughing. I was like, yep, done. Absolutely.
Oh, so this was gonna hurt.
Yeah. It just when I heard you'll get what you'll understand. Here we go. This is too good.
Hey everybody, P-Brain here. This video is about the clockwise southern celestial rotation that everybody says they see down from the equator south, and they say that it rotates opposite of the northern celestial rotation around Polaris.
No.
Well, what I want to show in this video is that
I hate to do it so quickly, but this is another thing that flurfs like to do. Well, this is what people say they see. No. In the year 2021, nobody says they see anything because we have camera technology. We see them, right, and we fucking document seeing them with photographs. So, no, we don't think we see anything. We fucking see it. I'm so sick of that argument. It's like the most Luddite, like, that would work in the 1500s.
Oh, that video doesn't fit there. Sized it right. Yeah, that's
it's just
sorry.
I hear that a lot, and I hear it about the ISS too. Like, oh, you think you see the ISS above your head? You think you've like you think you've seen it cross the moon? No, we have. We've seen it, and we took pictures of it. There's no thinking involved. There's no thinking in using your eyes.
Right.
Can't stand it.
Just
anybody else?
I know. I agree. I can't stand it. I mean, the proof is slapping them in the face with a friggin' frying pan, and they still say no. Oh, infuriating.
Yeah, this is the kind of guy you really, really, really want to pull out the dead raccoon for. Absolutely. I can just see it being stuffed down his fucking throat right now. But maybe that's just me. I don't think it is.
That's not just you.
No, I didn't think so. Let's have a little more then, shall we?
it's not its own rotation, but is in fact just a perspective illusion. It's an anti-rotation, in the same way that anti-crepuscular rays are anti-crepuscular. Okay, and they converge on the opposite horizon to a point, much like when they come from the sun. They come and they diverge out, and then they converge on the opposite horizon. While the southern celestial rotation is nothing but an anti-rotation of the northern celestial rotation.
What?
Oh wait, no. Oh wait, hang on. Is that the end?
In the same way that the anti-crepuscular rays appear.
So he wants to make this claim. It's basically just the reverse of the northern rotation. Okay, find me Polaris in the south. Find me the star that doesn't move, because you won't find Sigma Octantis at the fucking South Pole. It's just off from it. I just, like, that falls apart immediately because the southern rotation is visibly not the same as the northern one. Like, you don't even have to look hard at it. You could pretty much see it in that video.
There was oh, go ahead, Purple.
Okay, even if it was, he's saying anti-rotation, which the term itself is giving me problems, but, even if it was, isn't just the fact that it's showing it's going the opposite direction the exact opposite of what he's trying to prove?
Yeah.
I'm not following how his logic is supposed to be making any ground for him.
Because there is no logic.
You're not wrong there. It's confusing though, isn't it, Purple? It's just like a whole whack of stupid rolled up in a ball. Wow. I can hear you begging for more, so here it comes.
As though they're coming from a sun on the other horizon. They look the same way that the crepuscular rays do. The crepuscular rays diverge out from the sun, and when you look to the opposite horizon, the anti-crepuscular rays appear to be diverging out from the sun on the other horizon, but they're not. They're just the convergence of the crepuscular rays due to perspective. So it creates this illusion almost as if it's a mirror reflection of the crepuscular rays, so that's why they're called the anti-crepuscular rays. But they're not the source of the light to begin with. The source of the light is the sun. So that's the same way that the stars, the source of the rotation is the northern rotation, not the southern. The southern is just an anti or a perspective-produced counter-rotation.
Oh, for fuck's sakes, no.
Crepuscular and anti-crepuscular rays is some strong evidence that perspective will, in fact, explain that phenomenon. So that's why, in fact, I'm using the crepuscular and anti-crepuscular rays to show a correlation between Polaris and its counterclockwise rotation and the clockwise rotation in the southern hemisphere. Now, you might say, well, how's that? Okay, let's say the sun's overhead, right? And let's say you can see all of the rays coming down. Okay, it would look something like this. With the rays all around you. Okay, so let's attach the sun rays to the sun and let's rotate the sun as though it were Polaris and the stars, but we're going to use the sun. Okay, so as we rotate it, it'd be a counterclockwise rotation around you, right? Okay, now let's take a ground view. Right? If you're standing on the ground somewhere and you're looking out to the south, you would expect to see those same sun rays going across the horizon, parallel to the ground, just moving from your left to your right. That would be a counterclockwise rotation from your perspective. Okay, so let's now move the sun down to the horizon.
I want my gun.
So instead of being overhead, let's say it's in your eastern horizon and it's rising, right? Sunrise. And let's say you have crepuscular rays. Right? They will diverge out from the sun, spread out overhead, and then converge on the western horizon. That's if conditions are right. And you can see the anti-crepuscular.
No. Fuck you, Dick. Okay. I want my gun.
Do you see this? Do you fucking see this? Oh my God.
If it was a mirror reflection or some kind of flip-flop deal, why the fuck are the stars different in one than the other?
Yeah, oh my God. This is so fucked up. How can this be real?
How did that happen that when you reflect the northern sky back, suddenly Polaris moves like 6 degrees?
Oh my God. That hurts. Look at that. Anti-crepuscular ray.
What an idiot.
Oh my God. I feel like I'm in this. I feel like I'm in a session where they're writing a script for one of those fucking CW shows that makes no sense to anyone.
I don't even think he understands what the prefix anti means.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if the conditions are right, you'll get anti-crepuscular, which tells me he doesn't know how they form, because the only conditions required are the sun rays, like a cloud or something.
Yeah.
That's what the right conditions are, is it needs to go through something.
This is outrageously funny. Wow.
Painfully funny.
Should we let it play a bit more? I don't even know what to say here.
I'm speechless. I'm absolutely speechless.
Yep. Wow. Okay. Bit more.
This guy missed by so much that he's actually inspiring a new idea for a model of the flat Earth here.
Yeah.
Oh,
right,
man.
so again.
Oh my
let's
God!
attach
Now
them to
they
the sun, let's
curve.
rotate the sun counterclockwise. Right, so what you're going to see is if you're in the middle, you're standing essentially at its equator, right in the
Something
center
wrong with
between
those
the sunrise
sun rays.
and the sunset, and you would look east, and you would see the sun rays rotating counterclockwise.
Maybe they
You
just
look to
follow
the
the
west,
dome.
You'll see the rays rotating clockwise. Okay, because a lot of people say, well, how come you see a rotation when you look south? You see a clockwise rotation of the stars. You know, when actually you look north and the stars around Polaris are rotating counterclockwise. Well, it's exactly the same phenomenon. There's one rotation, but when you look on the opposite horizon, the stars are rotating the opposite direction. And there's an anti-convergence, just like the anti-crepuscular rays converge on the opposite horizon. Okay, so here it is. This represents my sun in the east, and it's sitting on the horizon and has crepuscular rays coming out, and they're attached to the sun. We're rotating counterclockwise, and now here we go, continuing to rotate counterclockwise, still rotating. And as you look in the opposite horizon, or in the western horizon, the crepuscular rays are now visually rotating clockwise as the result of perspective. So it was counterclockwise in the east and clockwise in the west. And just like in my example that I've done so far of the rotating crepuscular and anti-crepuscular rays, the stars also have a rotation and a counter-rotation. They rotate counterclockwise in the north and visually clockwise in the south.
Oh. Oh my God. Oh, I'm about to fall into a fucking coma of stupid.
Of the crepuscular and anti-crepuscular rays. Okay, first off, the red dot, that's the observer. Right in the middle. The circle around the observer is your field of view for celestial objects. All celestial objects, the sun, moon, and
Viewer is
stars
in the
will go
ocean off
below
Africa?
your visual horizon at about a 6,000-mile radius from the observer. Okay, the diameter of this circle is about 12,000, 12,500, give or take. But all the objects will go below your horizon when they're 6,000 miles-ish from you. Okay, so when you're looking back at the sun is about 6,000 miles away. Let's say the sun is rising in the east. Okay, and those crepuscular rays come up, and when they get to you, so they diverge out from the sun, they're spreading out, and when they get to you, your line here, the divider of the hemispheres, right in the center. Okay, so you're essentially at the equator of the start of the crepuscular rays and the end of the crepuscular rays, or your sunrise and sunset. You have your eastern hemisphere, that would be 180-degree view of the crepuscular rays. Then you have on the western hemisphere of your dome of vision or circle of vision, you have 180-degree view of the anti-crepuscular rays. The rays come up, they spread out overhead, and then they converge on the other horizon, on the western horizon, as anti-crepuscular rays. Now, if I told you to look at this ray going out here, and let's say that ray, look at the end of it, that's 12,000 miles from the sun. You might look out here. You might think, well, that's where the ray is. That's not where the ray is. The ray is right here at the point of convergence for the anti-crepuscular rays. Take a look at any one of these rays. They all go to the same place. You know? Any rays in your western hemisphere of celestial vision, this vision circle, they'll all converge at the same place, 6,000 miles away from where you are, the observer. And I'm going to be tying this into the stars and explain why Sigma Octantis can appear to
Okay, I only have a comment from Wooden Toad to read out just because I had to shut that fucking guy up. I heard it so many damn times I started calling them crestfucular rays. I like that one a lot.
Yeah. I'll tell you, man, I've been doing this with the Shills for 2 years now. I've been a teacher for 20 years. And for the first time in my life, this guy has forced me to say it. No, you fucking moron.
Wow, that fucking hurts. That hurts.
I mean, everything's wrong with this. He's about to explain why Sigma Octantis isn't in the same place as Polaris, but what about literally every other star?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I do want to hear this explanation coming up, but the gong vote is getting there. We're getting close. So should we let him do this explanation and then, let the viewers send him to where he belongs?
Yeah, just give me a second to go get my goalie pads. I'm going to need them.
Not move in the sky during the night. So all objects on your anti-crepuscular hemisphere, if you will, that's what I'll call this, 180-degree view, at 6,000 miles away from you, will be at that point of convergence. Now, from the observer, let's break this down into the rays that are 1,000 miles away from you, the anti-crepuscular rays, or look at the crepuscular, either or. But the anti-crepuscular would be this line right here. That's 1,000 miles from you. So that's where all those rays would be at 1,000 miles from you. At 2,000 miles, they'd be here.
Thank fucking God.
My eternal thanks. My eternal thanks to the viewers for that.
Oh, man. That was incredible.
That guy should be registered as a lethal fucking weapon. That kind of stupid kills, man.
Oh, man. Oh, man. So who wants to sound off on that? I'll give you all a moment here.
Just, where do you even begin to start with this?
That's the question I have. I don't know, Purple. This is just so far beyond stupid. I'm speechless once again.
Yeah, I mean, all I have to say is literally everything is wrong.
Right from the word go.
Yep.
I mean, I can understand now why he calls himself P-Brain, because he can't be much more than that.
That's true. This is like, the after effects of a book burning and trying to sift through the ashes to piece the book back together.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good analogy. That's a really good analogy.
It's just really amazing how very much of it is wrong. Like, I love the whole, like, now you're going to ask why Sigma Octantis is in another place. And I was like, yeah, that was my first thought. But then I remembered every single other star is in a completely different place too. Like, we have this really basic way of tracking the stars that children can do called constellations. And you don't see the same one in both hemispheres.
No, they have utterly, completely different skies.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think what I'm getting here is, the sun's on the horizon, and from the sun, the rays are spreading out in all different directions until they get to the point of the observer, at which point they all bend back so that they can all come back to a single point on the opposite horizon.
Yeah, that's pretty much what he's saying, I think.
The ugly German Truce got a great one. P-Brain's mind must be blown every time you show him train tracks. The way his ego bends them into crepuscular and anti-crepuscular. Can you imagine what train tracks would look like in this guy's fucking world? That's a good one. That's amazing.
It looked like a plate of spaghetti, for God's sake.
Yeah. I mean, I bet even Dell was confused.
Useless moron.
See, when Dell agrees. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
As Dell would say, baggy hootin' moron.
Yeah. I mean, Dell, is he a good representation of the flat Earth community?
Absolute spastic.
Yeah, see, it's not working out there. So, what time do we got here? Oh, we're getting close to after show time and whatnot. So, we should probably do wrap ups and send it around the table here.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah. Do we have an after show going?
Yeah, I think Cheese has something set up already. I think we're all good.
All right. Cool. Well, Dick, how is the show for you today? Are you in as much pain as I am?
Yeah, at this point, I can barely even push the buttons on my fucking Stream Deck to make this show continue. And if it didn't end right now, I was going to kill it. I can't. No, but seriously, like that. We did some pretty good rabbit hole stuff tonight, but that last guy, that was really deep. Like sitting down and coming up with a theory like that can only be done in one of two ways, and they are magic mushrooms or LSD. So, pick your poisons carefully, people, because the last thing you want to end up is that fucking idiot. Fuck him.
No kidding. And Kevin, how was your experience of the evening?
Oh boy, I mean, failure to understand rockets, failure to understand stars and sun rays. What else did we watch? Oh, funny hand symbols. That was good. CC getting yelled at was pretty hilarious. That honestly might be the highlight. We might have started on a high note there because I just like CC was completely in the right and the guy didn't need to yell at him, but it was also hilarious to see the absolute terror in CC's face when he realized he'd pissed off a very large New Yorker who could very well be dangerous.
Yeah, exactly. And let's go to our guest, Purple, or not guest. You're a part of the team now.
Yeah.
How was the show for you, Matt?
Yeah, kind of what Dick said, but it's been years since I've had strong enough drugs to deal with this.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you. And Aimee, how was things for you?
Oh my goodness, that was painful. That was painful watching that. I could see even Matt had some pains in there too.
Some fake news.
Yeah, we had some fake news.
There you go.
There you go. And I want to thank everybody for coming tonight. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I have to agree with everybody on the panel. Tonight was just a buttload of painful stupid. That last one, oh man, I'm going to have to go see a psychiatrist and get back some brain cells. Unbelievable. And the only disappointment, though, was with the CC video. I was really hoping to see a fist come through that window right into his yap, and it didn't happen.
That, to me, reason, sorry to jump in on endings and stuff, but that's why I felt when Kevin pointed that video out and said, yeah, fucking road rage, I was like, yeah, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, I know. So disappointed. But anyways, it was fun, and we're going to do it all again tomorrow. So with that, I'm going to hand it over to Dick and take us home, brother.
Well, I think at that point we absolutely can. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all of you who identify however the fuck you want. This has been the Silly Shill Show live on a Friday night. We have watched some absolute morons parade themselves in front of the public like dipshit fucks, and it was great. We laughed, we loved, we cried, we hurled. And on that note, I think we're fucking done. Let's say goodnight, fellow babies.
Good night, all.
I like turtles.